Hello, my name is Wandalee. Welcome to my channel. If you're returning, welcome back. As you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be making Asian veggie burgers. Now, what's really special about these Asian veggie burgers is that they are not only vegetarian, but they're also gluten-free. I'm going to be using this electric grater and meat grinder by Parmadu. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So I'm going to show you guys this grater. I've always wanted to kind of make my own fresh burger patties, and in this video, I'm going to be using it to make veggie burgers, but in my next video, I'm going to be showing you how I use it to make my very own fresh lamb burger. Okay, so this is a multifunctional all-in-one meat grinder and grater. This right here is the main piece. It's really sleek looking. I really like it. It's very sleek. It's easy. You can easily place it anywhere, and it has really good suction. And I didn't even add any water there, so that's good. We have the on and the off button and the release button for this section right here. Now, to grate vegetables, you have your parts, and the manual is very easy to understand. It has a little description of all the grater parts. So this is for if you're going to be grating vegetables, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. We have the vegetable pusher right here. We have the cutter tube. We have the vegetable cutting head. Then we have your different types of graters, depending on how you would like to grate each one. Over here, we have your cheese grater. We have the wave cutter. Then you have this one. It's for 4 millimeters for shredding. It's a 4 millimeter size. And if you want it a little smaller than that, you also have your 2 millimeter shredding size. All right, I'm also going to be using my Parmadu mixing bowls. This is the large one, and it comes with a nice lid that fastens it tightly. This is the large bowl. We also have the medium bowl, and then we have the small bowl. What I really love about these bowls is not only is the lid really tight, and it can keep everything inside, so you can store food in here, and it closes really tightly so that no air is getting in there. But I also really appreciate that the bottom of the bowl, it also has a rubber, so if you're prevents it from moving around. As you can see, I'm mixing, and it's not going anywhere. And I'll show you the difference between a mixing bowl that does not have it. So this is a regular mixing bowl that does not have that. If I mix, you can see it's spinning. I would have to hold it. So here are the 3 sizes. I'm going to be using these as I grate. I'm going to be putting ingredients and putting together our Parmadu electric grater and meat grinder. Okay, so now that I've chosen the 4 millimeter slicers to slice my carrots, I'm gonna go ahead and put this together. You wanna have this section here facing you. That's where you're gonna have all of your attachments. Then you're gonna take the vegetable cutting head, it looks like this, and you're gonna take it on this side right here, and you're gonna go ahead and you can insert it diagonal. And then you're going to straighten it until you hear a little click. There you go. I heard the click. This is where you select which type of slicing you want to use. You choose the one that you want and you attach it here first. So I have the 4 millimeter. So this part here, you're going to put underneath like that. And once it's underneath, you can just go ahead. And once it's underneath, you go ahead and you just click it right in. There you go. And you're going to do the same on the other side. Put those little 2 parts underneath. Once it is centered, you go ahead and click it in. And now for this part here, it looks like a little cross. You're going to line it up with the cross that is in there, and you're going to insert it in. Make sure it's lined up. Okay. All right, and once it's lined up, you wanna like turn it so that it locks. The next thing you're gonna do is, this is the vegetable pusher. This is what you're gonna use. You're gonna slide it right in the top like that. And our grinder is ready to go. You're going to need about 3 tablespoons of olive oil or coconut oil. I'm using olive oil. You're gonna need 1½ yellow onions, 1½ bell peppers, and 3 jalapeno peppers. I don't like mine spicy, so I got mild jalapeno peppers. You're going to need 5 tablespoons of fresh minced ginger. You're gonna need 3 cloves of garlic and 3 zucchinis. And we're gonna be shredding these in our grater. You're gonna need about 4½ cups of shredded carrots. So I bought the baby carrots so that we can use the grater to shred them. Also gonna need about 3½ cups of edamame. You're gonna need some salt and pepper, some lettuce leaves to serve the veggie burgers in, because instead of using bread, we're gonna serve them in some lettuce. Now for the dry ingredients, you're gonna need gluten-free flour, coconut flour, sea salt, and pepper. The recipe called for ground flaxseed, but I'm going to be using chia seeds instead. Now the toppings for your Asian veggie burgers, I chose 4 because I want to try them all. I love to try new Asian sauces. We're going to be using teriyaki on some, duck sauce, one of my favorites, peanut sauce, and then we also have this yum yum sauce, which is kind of like a spicy mayo. All right, so now that our electric grinder is ready to go, I put my baby carrots in this part right here. I have the vegetable pusher, which I'm gonna be pushing down. I'm gonna be catching the carrots as they are coming out of the machine. All right, here we go. Wow, that worked really nicely. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna give you guys another angle to look at so you can see how easy it is. I barely had to put any pressure on it. I'm gonna actually go ahead and turn it your way, in your direction. There we go. You guys can see, and I'm gonna continue slicing. It was so easy. I was a little bit afraid, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little intimidated by this machine. I thought, I'm not a professional. You know, I've never done this before. But it's so easy to use and it's safe. So I'm starting to feel more confident in my ability to use it, especially when I use it for meat. All right, so here we go. All right, so now that we have our shredded carrots, I'm gonna go ahead and just chop the zucchini. So I'm gonna chop it in pretty big pieces. I just wanna make sure that it fits into the vegetable cutter head. There we go. Something else that I love about this is that it's really safe to just kind of take your hand and scoop everything out of. This looks like little noodles now. All right, we have a few more to shred. We're going to take them out of the pod, duh. And then we're gonna put them in a food processor because these can't just be grated. They actually have to be really mashed up and blended really well. Go ahead and put a little bit of olive oil. Yep, get in there, you. here we go. You can also use a food processor. Okay. And that's the consistency that you want the edamame to be, as well as the garlic cloves. You can see it's like scoopable. Yum, yum, yum. And it smells amazing. I wish you guys could smell it. That is our freshly minced ginger, and it smells amazing. To me, it smells like tea, since that's how I usually have ginger, but it's going to be interesting to have it in a Asian veggie burger. All right, so now I have all my chopped ingredients. We have ginger, our edamame and garlic, our carrots, zucchini, and onions. So now it's the fun part, is to actually start cooking. So now we're gonna move over to the stove, and I have a pan here. I'm gonna put it onto medium-high heat. We're gonna add our olive oil. And once that's hot, we're gonna add our onions and our peppers. If you could only smell it, oh my gosh, it smells so good. It really is a difference from when you chop up your own vegetables and when you use them fresh after chopping them compared to frozen. It just puts a different aroma in the air. It smells amazing in here, and I haven't even really started yet. And now you can add soy sauce to yours, but since the recipe is gluten-free and I could not find gluten-free soy sauce, I'm gonna go ahead and add my hoisin sauce instead, so that it stays true to the gluten-free recipe. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's get it all in there. You smell the onions and the peppers. It has a sweet and savory smell to it, which is something I really love about Asian food. Their flavors are just so complicated and textured. Okay, so now I'm going to be adding the sauteed peppers, onions, and ginger. I'm going to be mixing it all together with the grated carrots, zucchini, and edamame. And we're going to be adding the dry mixture all together. So I don't think I have a bowl big enough for this. I'm going to dump the vegetables in there. I almost wish I had more of the onion and vegetable mix. Look at that, mixing it all around. I'm just going to use my hands, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and add the dry mixture. Dump that all in there. And start mixing with my hands. Well, that feels nice. I'm that person that likes the feeling of clay and dough in between my fingers and sand, so this is really a nice feeling for me. If you don't like that type of thing and you have a problem with this type of texture, then you can have someone else help you who enjoys it, or you could just use gloves. So I'm kind of just trying to clump all of it together so that it can be kind of doughy and I can create patties out of it. So now that I have it at this kind of consistency where I can make a patty and it's not falling apart, that's what you want. So just keep mixing until you get that consistency. Keep adding olive oil until you get that consistency. The recipe gives you a certain amount, but I definitely needed a lot more olive oil. And I'm going to saute these until they are golden brown on each side. Okay, so I plated it and I used 4 different sauces because I wanted to try it with each sauce, being that I love a variety. So this first one is with the beans, with the peanut sauce. The second patty, we're going to try with the Yum Yum sauce, original. The third patty, we're going to try with the duck sauce. And the fourth patty, we're going to try with the teriyaki sauce. Oh my goodness, it looks delicious, you guys. I cannot wait to try it. It was really simple and easy to use. If you're looking for a meat grinder that you can use at home, that is safe, easy to use, easy to clean, easy to put together, I will insert the link below where you can purchase it on Amazon. That's all for tonight, you guys. Stay safe, stay blessed, and until next time, ciao. Time to get my clean on.